Sociology is the scientific study of society, including patterns of social relationships, social interaction, and culture. Social relationship. It refers to the connection that exists between people who have recurring interaction that are perceived by the participants to have personal meaning. This definition includes relationships between family members, friends, neighbor, co-workers, and other associates, but includes social contact and interaction that are fleeting, incidental, or perceived to have limited significance. Social interaction. A social interaction is an exchange between two or more individuals and is a building block of society. Social interaction can be studied between dyad, triad, and social group. So dyad, which means two-member, and triad, which means there are three members and is more stable than dyad. Then the social group is a number of people who share common characteristics, for example, families, companies, and circle of friends. So we have culture. The culture is a word for the way of life of people, meaning the way they do things. So different groups may have different cultures. A culture is passed on the next generation by learning, whereas genetic are passed on by heredity. So culture is seen in people's writing, religion, music, clothes, cooking, and in what they do. We have the characteristic of culture. The first one is the culture is continuous and cumulative. So culture exists as a continuous process. In its historical growth, it tends to become cumulative. So sociologist Linton called culture the social heritage of man. So it becomes difficult for us to imagine what society would be like without culture. Second, culture is learned. So ang kultura ay madalas na tinatawag na natututunan ng mga paraan ng pag-uugali. So gayunpaman, hindi lahat ng pag-uugali ay natututunan, ngunit karamihan sa mga ito ay natututunan. So minsan ang mga salitang may malay sa pag-aaral at walang malay sa pag-aaral ay ginagamit upang makakilala ng iba pang mga matututunan. So ang mga pag-uugaling ito ay tinatawag na lantad na pag-uugali, habang ang hindi gaano nakikita ay tinatawag na tago na pag-uugali. So we have the culture is gratifying. So culture provides proper opportunities for the satisfaction of our needs and desire. Our need, both biological and social, are fulfilled in the cultural ways. So culture determines the guides various activities of man. So thus culture defined as the process through which human beings satisfies their wants. And four, culture is transmitted among members of society. So, ang mga tao, ang paraan ng kultura ay natutunan ng mga tao mula sa mga tao, mula sa kapwa nila. So, ang kultura ay naililipat mula sa isang henerasyon patungo sa isa pa. So, ang kultura ay naghahatid na ginagawang imposible yung mga pangunahin. Sasakyan ng mga kultura kagaya ng wika. So, ang paghahatid ng kultura ay maaaring maganap sa pamamagitan ng manggagaya pati na rin sa pagtuturo. Then, culture is shared. So, it is a possession of individuals as member of a special group, like the observing, listening, talking, and interacting with people learn it. Then we have the cultures varies from society to society. So every society has a culture of its own. So it's different from society to society. So culture of every society is unique to itself. So culture are not uniform. So culture elements like customs, traditions, moral values, beliefs are not uniform everywhere. So culture varies from time to time also. Then, the last one, the culture is social because it is the product of behavior. So, ang kultura ay hindi umiiral sa iisa lang. Ngunit ito ay isang produkto ng lipunan na nabubuo sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa lipunan. So, ang mga natututunan nila sa kultura ay nagiging produkto ng kanilang pag-uugali. The term sociology was first used by Frenchman Auguste Comte in the 1830s when he proposed a synthetic science uniting all knowledge about human activity. In the academic world, sociology is considered as one of the social sciences.
Sociology is a unique way to view the world. Sociology involves a transformation in the way one sees the world, learning to recognize the complex connection of our intimate personal lives with small groups, with large organizations and institutions, and with national global structures and events.
Sociology can help us to understand ourselves better, since it examines how the social world influences the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act. It can also help with decision making, both our own and that of larger organization. So sociologists investigate the structure of groups, organization, and societies, and how people interact with this context. So sociologists can gather systematic information from which to make a decision, provide insights into what is going on in a situation, and present alternatives.